In this video we're going to look at equivalent ratios. The question that we're given here is about as easy as they come, and we can use an easier solution than has been suggested in the text. If we look carefully at this, at our two first numbers, we can go from the 2 to 66 by multiplying by 33. So likewise, we can go from 3 to this second number here by multiplying by 33. So that means that the missing number n is 3 times 33, which is 99. Question 2. A drink is made by mixing 2 parts concentrate to 5 parts water. So that means the ratio of concentrate to water is 2 to 5. And if we want to keep that ratio going, but we know that we have 350 mils of concentrate, then we'll need a certain amount of water to go with it, which I'll call W. Now once again, we could use an easy way to do this. So to go from 2 to 350, you times by 175. So to go from 5 to W, you also need to times by 175. So that means that W is 5 times 175, which is equal to 875 mils. Okay, we go to maps now. Now, maps can be easy, they can be quite difficult. The scale on a map is 1 to 2000. So remember that the first number refers to a map distance, and the 2000 refers to an actual distance. The distance between two locations on the map is 6.5 centimetres. What is the actual distance? So that means that the same ratio applies to both. So 1 to 2000 is equal 6.5 to some actual distance, which I'll call D. So we've gone from 1 to 6.5. So that means we're really multiplying there by 6.5. So to get D 2000 has to also be times by 6.5. So D is equal to 6.5 times 2000, which is equal to 13,000. And you need to remember that because 6.5 was in centimetres, that this answer here is in centimetres as well. It's a bit untidy to leave that in centimetres, so I don't think that an actual distance of 13,000 centimetres is very relevant. So we could convert this into metres by dividing by 100, so that's 130 metres. So moving on to the next one, we have another map that has a scale, map distance to an actual distance of 1 to 500,000. And the distance between the two towns, or make it a little bit clearer, the actual distance between the two towns is 35 kilometres. How far apart in millimetres on the map will they be? So we'll write our equivalent ratio. So 1 to 500,000 is equal to how far apart on the map. Let's put n for map distance is 35 kilometres. Now, we can go about this a number of ways. I'm very tempted to, because we want the answer in millimetres for the map distance, let's simplify this 35 kilometres right down to millimetres. So 1 to 500,000 is equal M2. Now, just find a little bit of space here. 35 kilometres is equal to 35,000 metres, which is going to be then times by 1,000 again to get it into millimetres. So that's 35 million millimetres. So let's put 35 million millimetres. Now, I may use the other technique with this one, which is to write both of them as fractions. So that means 1 on 500,000 is equal to M, first number, over second number. Now, M is being divided by 35 million on this side, so if we move the 35 million across to the other side, it will be the opposite will occur. So it will be 1 on 500,000 times by 35 million. Now, if we grab a calculator and do that, well, I'll do it in my head. 500,000 is 500,000, so 35 million divided by 500,000 is 70. So the distance on the map will be 70 millimetres or 7 centimetres. Moving on to the next question, number 5. On a map, two mountain tops are 12 centimetres apart. The actual distance is 30 kilometres. What is the scale of the map? So we know that a scale on a map is map distance to actual distance. And we know that we're talking about the same quantity, but one's on a map and one's in real life. So this is 12 centimetres to 30 kilometres. Now the problem with this is not a scale at the moment because the units are different. It's not a ratio or a scale. So we need to make those uniform. So we'll leave this as 12 centimetres. So this becomes 30,000 metres. So then it's 12 centimetres to... Now to get this one into centimetres, we need to times by 100. So that becomes 3 million centimetres. Now we can forget about the units because they're the same. So it's 12 to 3 million. And just looking closely at this, we can say that 12 will go into both of those. I'll just check that. Grab a calculator. 3 million divided by 12. So if we divide both sides by 12, we don't need the centimetres anymore because the units are the same. This becomes 1 to 250,000. So the scale of this map is 1 to 250,000.